any manner Jack Sparrow leave in Pirates of the Caribbean 6 may be addressed by Depp. There are several ways for Pirates of the Caribbean 6 to get past Johnny Depp's departure as the anti-hero Jack Sparrow from the first film in the franchise. The Pirates of the Caribbean film series has been a huge moneymaker for Disney ever since 2003's The Curse of the Black Pearl proved to be an unexpected sleeper blockbuster. Pirates of the Caribbean 5 received the series' worst reviews to date and underperformed at the box office, putting an end to the formerly unstoppable franchise in 2017. The Pirates of the Caribbean franchise faced additional difficulties when Disney severed connections with series star Johnny Depp as a result of his legal issues. Depp may yet appear in the series at some point in the future, according to seasoned Pirates of the Caribbean producer Jerry Bruckheimer, but it is unclear how this would be accomplished at this time. It is evident that a Pirates of the Caribbean 6 film is in development, and this endeavor will have to deal with the absence of Depp's Jack Sparrow. Depp, who was a supporting actor in the first film, took on a more prominent role in the series' subsequent installments. Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean 6 might return with Depp. The easiest method for Pirates of the Caribbean 6 to avoid Depp's leave would be to reverse it, as he was the primary character in both Pirates of the Caribbean 4 and 5. Given that Bruckheimer has indicated he would be open to Depp's comeback and that the Pirates of the Caribbean 5 conclusion hinted at another potential sequel starring Depp Sparrow, this may end up being how the franchise resolves the issue. Depp's comeback, though, at a hefty price. According to rumors, before his 2022 trial, Depp would have made $22 million from Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Depp's fee might have climbed since his widely reported departure from the series, and even if it hasn't, the studio would be taking a risk by rehiring such a contentious performer. Also, Depp's star power hasn't recently been put to the test by a mainstream film, so it would be a risky bet to stake a sizable chunk of the Pirates of the Caribbean 6 budget on his appeal. Finally, audiences might not be excited about the possibility of another Jack-centric sequel, but Depp's big contract means he would need to be the star. The worst Pirates of the Caribbean sequels both concentrated on Depp Sparrow and suffered critically as a result. The sixth Pirates of the Caribbean film might overlook Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow's existence may simply be ignored in Pirates of the Caribbean 6, which would instead focus on other characters, locations, and canonical themes. In an effort to bring in younger stars, this appears to be the most likely course of action for the Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. This might not be a good idea, though, given that Depp is still very much the franchise's face. It may be foolish to put your faith in a younger, less well-known cast given that Margot Robbie's proposed Pirates of the Caribbean spin-off was cancelled, demonstrating the studio's lack of confidence in another A-lister to handle the series. In Pirates of the Caribbean 6, Depp's Jack Sparrow might perish. Just killing off Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean 6 would put an end to any lingering suspicions about Depp's return. As seen in Roseanne's Resurrection, The Connors, and the final season of House of Cards, killing the character off-screen is one approach to deal with an actor's public fall from grace. Jack Sparrow cannot be eliminated in Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Fans will continue to believe that Jack will return at some point because, since his debut, he has been a cartoonishly sly trickster who has both faked his own death and come back from one that was real. In Pirates of the Caribbean 6, Jack Sparrow might be recast. If the series decides to recast Jack Sparrow, a lot of celebrities could appear in Pirates of the Caribbean 6. When Mads Mikkelsen took Depp's place in the third Fantastic Beasts, and Where to Find Them film, the previous big-budget franchise that fired him did this. This was not necessarily a comparable circumstance though. Mikkelsen, who had previously been portrayed by another actor for a significant amount of the first installment in the series, took over Depp's role as the villain. Another reason is that Depp's part in the franchise was not as significant as Jack Sparrow's. Even for fans who do not feel this way, it can be difficult to picture the Pirates of the Caribbean series without Jack Sparrow because he is the franchise's central character for many viewers. Jack Sparrow is featured prominently as the series' protagonist in everything from the most recent 2 movies to the Sea of Thieves crossover from Pirates of the Caribbean. In light of how much the Pirates of the Caribbean films have come to rely on Johnny Depp's performance, it appears improbable that the series would be able to successfully recast the character. Why Jack Sparrow will be difficult to deal with in Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Know of how Pirates of the Caribbean 6 handles Jack Sparrow's fate. The follow-up will find it difficult to win over fans of the franchise. If Jack is returning, his expensive actor's fee ensures that he will be the star of the follow-up, which was a major factor in the failure of the 4th and 5th films. The absence of a recognizable lead in the sequel if he is disregarded suggests that Robbie's Pirates of the Caribbean 6 could have been a decent idea after all. Meanwhile, those who are familiar with the show won't buy this if he is killed off. Last but not least, if Depp's Jack Sparrow is recast, a sizable portion of fans who are sentimentally wedded to Depp's portrayal of the role specifically will be outraged. it's difficult to predict which course the Pirates of the Caribbean series producers will take because this is essentially a no-win situation for them. Regardless of what Pirates of the Caribbean 6 decides to do with Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow, the Pirates of the Caribbean films are certain to struggle following their protracted hiatus from theaters.